Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Hi, welcome to Space Engineers on the Xbox. Part 2 of the new player tutorial. In the last one, we covered the options, various things. In this one, we're going to look at the new game menu. The new game menu gives you your way into Space Engineers. Where do you start? Well, let's go all the way to the left, because this is where I suggest you start if you're new to the game. Play the first jump scenario. This is designed to teach you the very basics of the game in an interesting and engaging way. Show you a little bit of what Space Engineers can do. There are some tricky sections, and there are some interesting moments, which I won't spoil. And then once you've done that, my suggestion is learn to survive. Learning to survive is a good scenario to learn to play survival mode. There are numerous little tutorial areas that will teach you aspects of the game, show you again what Space Engineers is capable of, and give you a good grounding in survival mode for when you play on your own survival games. What I don't suggest if you're a new player is to dive into Frostbite. Frostbite is a more advanced scenario, and there are lots of engineering challenges to complete on Frostbite before you can uncover all of the secrets of this frozen world. Scrap Race is a multiplayer racing scenario, so we'll ignore that. And this, of course, moves on to Never Surrender. That's a horde-based scenario, and you fight endless waves of bad guys. Red Ship is a creative scenario. Now, I suggest after you've played both of the first two, jump into Red Ship and just play around with the game. Don't dive into survival straight away if you're a new player. Basically, you don't have to get any materials, anything like that. All you need to do is just learn what things do what, how to put a block down, things like that. And this is why my new sort of series is basically focused on new players. I want to take you into things like Red Ship. I want to show you the way the game works from a fundamental level before we even think about jumping into survival. Workshop, worlds submitted by other players. You can find scenarios, worlds to explore. Basically, whatever we create, we can put up on the workshop. You'll find it there. And then you have a custom game. So we're going to dive into the custom game a little later on in the next video. I changed my idea because I want to show you Red Ship. This is the very basic first thing that you're going to encounter after you've played your first two scenarios. But if you decide to dive straight into the game without playing those two scenarios, and you just want to know how to navigate, how to move, well, you've come to the right place. This is the basic movement tutorial and basic controls tutorial with a little bit of advanced camera management just for you. Starting out, left stick on the controller. I don't use a mouse and keyboard. I won't be using a mouse and keyboard. The only time I'd use a keyboard is if I had to write reams of text onto an LCD display, because as of now, the controller does not support line breaks. It cannot do them. Excuse me. Anyway, left stick move, right stick, move the camera, move your view. Look around, up, down, left, right. But what about third person? Hold down the right bumper, tap up on the D-pad, and here is our engineer in third person. Want to get a good look at our engineer? Hold down both bumpers and spin the right stick. All the way around. Up, down, Remember, pushing up will push the camera down, pushing down will push the camera up. Spin back around. If you want to change your view distance, keep both bumpers held down, push the left stick back, push the left stick forward. You can also do emotes. Every time that you hold both bumpers down, you'll open the emote wheel. Push up on the D-pad. Right. Left. Down. And if you hold the left stick in and tap B, you'll change the page. Page back. That's enough of that. If you want to get back to first person or quickly change your view back to behind the character, hold down both bumpers, tap up once, then tap it again. Sorry, not both bumpers, the right bumper, and then tap up like that. Both bumpers will just make you wave. There we go. It's also good for reorientating your camera view if you've done this. Okay, so jetpack. Press the Y button. Sorry about that. The perils of recording live. People ring the phone and so on. Need the mic. Briefly. The jetpack. So holding down the stick, you can move around while your jetpack's on. To turn it on and off, press the Y button. And you can scoot about. If you find your view a little upside down, hold down the left bumper and push the right stick, and you will rotate. This goes for ships as well as people. You can rotate the camera quite nicely. So just have a play when you play the game. And if you want to shoot up in the air, press A. If you want to come down again, press B. If you want to turn the jetpack off, make sure you're close to the ground and press Y. Your space engineer is equipped with magnetic boots. And if you're in a no-gravity situation, these boots will activate and attempt to adhere you to a surface. They don't always work properly, but they're useful. Tools. You have 3 tools and usually 1 weapon. To the left, let's just go into first person, is your grinder. This will break down any block like this. Your welder on the right allows you to weld up any block, and your drill on the up lets you drill for minerals, stone, and so on. If you regularly just press this with the right trigger, you will cause stone to drop. If you want to collect that stone that you're drilling, you can either hold down the right trigger or double tap the trigger and hold down X. Then, as you are mining, you will pick up any stone. You'll see it there in my inventory. I'll talk about the inventory later on. I don't want to overwhelm anyone. And if you come to a group of things like that, you can pick them all up with the X button rather than tapping to pick up each individual piece. If you want to turn off any tool that's on constant mode, just tap the right trigger again. Left trigger with a drill does not create stone or ore, it carves a larger tunnel. It's useful for hollowing out asteroids and making that secret James Bond style moon base. Again, double tapping this tool will put it into constant mode. And you're away. And that's really all there is to know about tool use. If you want to put anything away in Space Engineers, hold down the left bumper and press the B button. This counts for blocks as well. I will cover blocks later. As I said, don't want to overwhelm anyone. So I'm going to cut this tutorial here, having shown you the new game menu, how to move. Next time, we will dive into how to build into creative mode. To begin with, we will eventually hit survival, but I want to do this right from the start. So you'll be doing things like this. And eventually, you'll be able to build things like this. We'll be covering the D-pad as well, so you'll know all of the interesting shortcuts. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. Take care, stay safe. Bye for now. I'll catch you in the next one.